As our chairman said, I come from South Africa and from a very, very poor background of no extra education, but just high school like Sergio. And I never really had a dream of becoming anything professional because my mother was a street vendor and that's how we lived. And all I knew was that when I finished matric, I was going to go sell clothes like her, which is what she told me, because there was no ways that I could go to university at all. And I remember at times we'd go and sell with her poison for cockroaches, and I was that girl after school who would go to the town and go, poison for cockroaches, poison for cockroaches, poison for cockroaches, because that's how we lived. But deep in my heart, I knew that after high school, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to go find a job. And my first job, as Bea said, was working as a cashier in a 24-hour shop. And then right after that, I was not happy at all because I had a baby that needed my attention. And what was said was the fact that I had to give him away because I could not personally look after him. It was so painful because at times I would only see him maybe once in 2 months because most of the time when I'm off, maybe I'm sleeping and tired. Until I became a total stranger to him. I remember this one weekend that I would never forget in my life when I went to fetch him and he said he does not want to come with me. Simply because he just couldn't understand why I can't live with him as a mother. And then, while I was working at my last job, earning 250 euros a month, a magical thing happened and I got an inbox from Zimbabwe, my sponsor at this table. And he introduced me to the Herbalife opportunity and I was not even interested at all because I had tried so many things and I was comfortable with the 250 euros. But I received an email that was so unusual because what I was used to was the job portals. Every email that went into my inbox was just about jobs, jobs, jobs. And this one time, an email came from this company saying, congratulations, Nombasa Masedi, you are now a new Herbalife independent distributor. And my heart melted and I said, I need to do this. So, it was just yesterday when I walked into the room and I was sitting right where you are sitting. And I just want to tell you that next year you could be seated in the middle, in fact in the front. It just depends on what you do from today going forward. If there's a next event and you don't have money to go, borrow that suitcase. It was just a reminder from Facebook that I borrowed a suitcase, I borrowed a dress, I borrowed everything, and I went to my first extravaganza 2016 in Prague. And I'm so glad I made that decision because it changed my life. I got abused because in this business you meet men with six packs. So every time I would meet a new distributor, I was told that I can't meet up with men. I remember this one time meeting up with a guy, Usinetemba, who is now my diamond, my first diamond. It was our first time meeting and he was so excited and he lifted me up. And the guy that I was with at the time punched me when we got to the hotel. And I want to tell you that no one should stand on your way of success. If it means that you have to leave that, then live it. It's not worth it. And now the most beautiful thing happened. I don't only have a son, but I have 3 babies. Because now I have confidence that I can take good care of my children and they will live an extraordinary life. and I got to meet the prince of my heart, the king of my heart, the Tata, my husband, who is the backbone, who is the most supportive, and who just puts a smile on my face on a daily basis. Baby, I love you so much. And to leave you guys, I want to say to you, we all face challenges. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all have the same marketing plan. But what we do with it is different, which is what is going to determine the next 360 days of our lives. Last year I was just a multi. Now this year I'm coming as a new mill 7.5, new press, new 15K, new 20, new 1 diamond. It can happen for you as well. And there was a time when people just complained all the time about the marketing plan or things not working. But here is a story, my last words. There was 3 pots boiling in same temperature, but what was different was the characters. Now this is you, and this is the same marketing plan but with 3 different people. You're gonna go out of here this weekend and you're gonna choose who you are. As much as there was boiling at the same temperature, over 200 degrees, in the first pot in that water, because of the daughter was complaining all the time about life, the father said, look here, my child. And he put carrot in the first pot, he put an egg on the second pot, and on the third pot, he put a coffee bean. What happened to the carrot is that as the temperature went up, it became soft and it broke. Now you must ask yourself, as you face challenges in Herbalife, are you going to quit or are you going to carry on? And in the second pot, there was an egg. As the temperature went high, the egg was becoming hard in the inside, not willing to change the color of the outside, and eventually just exploded. Are you going to be that person who comes to each and every event, get inspired all the time and say, I'm inspired, and you actually go out of here 3, 4, 5 years later and you start hating and say Herbalife is not working, you explode? Or are you going to do something about that? And on the third pot, the coffee bean, as the temperatures went high, it changed. First, the color of the water turned it brown. And everyone from whatever distance could sense the smell of the coffee. Are you going to go out of here and change many lives? And wherever you go, people can feel your presence. Is that what you're going to do? It's possible.